All right, here we go. Welcome in, everybody. Soul Commodore here, back at you again. We're back at the drawing board, well, drawing wall, whatever you want to call it. While things may not be shaking down financially, socially, politically, the way that our neighbors to the south want them to as a whole, I do hope that all my American friends are having a wonderful July 4th. I hope you all are having a fun day. I hope it's been beautiful weather for you. Despite what may be going on a macro level, I hope that in the micro level of your own personal life that things are going well and that you're enjoying the day. Today we're just going to be working on this drawing some more. And as you can see, I'm trying to make it a habit of like wearing black when I do charcoal drawings, just because you tend to get charcoal all over the place and it gets to be a little messy. So I'm actually going to boost the camera up a little bit. So I'm going to put a couple of books underneath you because that's how we roll here. You know, we don't need any highfalutin actual tripods or anything. There we go. So with that, what am I looking for? But before we start, actually, hello Redria, and hello Reezy. I know you can't hear us, Reezy, but hello to you as well. It's good to see you all. Hey, Rain, welcome in, welcome in. Literature, the foundation of education. That is right. That is right. So let me just get my supplies together. Hope you all are having a good day, like I said. I noticed today while I was at work, because I am Rain. I noticed today at work that because we like Canada Day, which is like Canada's Independence Day, right? Was on July 1st. So we got the Friday off. So I noticed that a lot of my streamer friends clearly have today off because like nobody was streaming this afternoon. Which is good in a way. I mean, I took it to mean that everybody's out like enjoying their day around people that they love, you know, or they're just taking the day by themselves, you know, and just relaxing. Which there ain't nothing wrong with that. But it was a very quiet day in Twitch land. It was kind of funny. Okay. So we got that. Got my eraser. We don't need a white charcoal pencil yet. We do need these erasers though on the ends of these pencils. And our big eraser, which is right here. We haven't used this yet, but maybe this time around. Because I'm thinking today we're going to finish out this up here. That's my goal. If not finish it, then make some headway on it, you know? We're actually going to sharpen this charcoal pencil before we start. You know, it's disappointing. For those of you who've been around for a while, you may have heard me mention that I like running. I quite enjoy running, and I quite enjoy rain. And I really absolutely love the confluence of the two when they come together, and I can go running in the rain. But we haven't had very many like summer rains so far, which has been kind of sad. Most people think erroneously that Mexico's Independence Day is the 5th of May. It's not, it's September 16th. Interesting. Interesting. I didn't think that Cinco de Mayo was the Independence Day, but I wasn't sure when Mexico's Independence Day was. Incidentally, the 5th of May is one of my closest friends' birthdays. Excuse me while I hydrate with some orange juice. Okay. I think we're ready to get going. I'm going to turn up this music a little bit. It is a little quiet. At least it seems a little quiet on my end. Yeah, that ought to be better. But thank you for the information there, Rain. Okay. So, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna bring y'all a little bit closer, I think, without tipping this whole thing over. And also, hold on, let me fix this book here. There we go. And let me angle you up some. There we go. All right. So I think today we might just do, I don't know how long we'll do. Maybe just an hour. But I do want to see if I can get this kind of stuff done up here. I will admit, I can work longer on paintings than I can on charcoal drawings, because while paint, like, you're obviously like holding a paintbrush like you do a pencil and all that kind of stuff, but for whatever reason, painting doesn't take as much out of my like forearms and stuff as drawing does. Now, I think part of that is when you're painting, you're used to working on a plane that's, if not straight up and down, it's pretty straight up and down, like when you're working on an easel and everything. So I think I have the muscle memory and the muscle strength built in to like do painting for quite a while, right? But for drawing, I usually draw on a flat surface. If anything, it's like maybe like a 30-degree angle pointed, like angled toward me, right? But I'm not really used to drawing up and down like this. So the drawing sessions tend to be a little bit shorter, just because I don't want to say that it hurts my wrist, because it doesn't. Like, my wrist and joints and everything are fine. It's just easier to fatigue. At least I find it's easier to fatigue. But we'll still have fun with the time that we've got together. But any of the people in the chat who are celebrating July 4th, feel free to put in chat what it is that you're doing today. I know for Canada Day, I was wearing orange because traditionally people wear the red and white to symbolize like the colors of the Canadian flag on Canada Day, but there's been a movement as of late to wear orange to signify the injustices that have been done upon the Indigenous people of Canada at the hands of multiple entities, but primarily the Canadian government and the Catholic Church. Especially in light of all of the graves that they've started to uncover at what were called residential schools, in which Indigenous children were basically stolen from their families by and large and housed at these schools to kind of deprogram them from all of the education and everything that they got within their own communities. And the last residential school like closed in like, I think it was 1996. So it's not like distant history. So there's been a movement to wear orange on Canada Day to highlight that instead of red and white. Not to shame anybody who does wear red and white, because you know, it's perfectly fine to have pride in your country. But my girlfriend and I chose to wear orange. Surprisingly hard to find orange clothing. But we found some. I saw a really great post on Reddit today in regards to Independence Day, actually, but can be applied to any country, any country's Independence Day. which basically said that there's a difference between patriotism and nationalism, and by and large, patriotism is you're proud of your country, you're proud of the good things about your country, while not being afraid to criticize the iniquities of your country, and wanting things to be better. That's what patriotism is at its core. Nationalism is like almost like a fervent, like, religious belief that your country can do no wrong. Like, it's on that level, right? And to attack anybody who might have something bad to say about your country. And that, unfortunately, a lot of nationalists have kind of co-opted the patriot term to mean the same thing when it really doesn't. Which is why I say, like, there's absolutely nothing wrong with being patriotic toward your country. But we just have to be aware of being nationalistic, and we have to be aware of not trying to hide all of the, or not trying to hide away all the bad things that a country does, Anyway, all that to say that for our Canada Day, we went and had some brunch with some friends of ours, and then later in the day we had some barbecue with another set of friends of ours, and I I was trying to make a nice pork roast that we were going to like tenderize in the slow cooker, and then we were going to barbecue it later and have some really nice like pork loin chops. Nice barbecued and all that kind of stuff, but I cooked it for a little bit too long, so we ended up making some really nice pulled pork because I tenderized it just a little bit too much and went to stick a fork in it, and like a big old strip of it just came off, and I was like, well, this is pulled pork now. Thankfully, everyone seemed to enjoy the pulled pork, so ended up being a happy little accident. Yeah. For those of you who do indulge in pulled pork, what kind of sauce do you prefer where you pulled pork? Actually, when it comes to barbecue, what kind of sauces do you prefer? Because I much prefer, because I've got a tremendous sweet tooth. I mean, I was just drinking orange juice. I really like sweet sauces. I really like sweet barbecue sauces myself. Like, my favorite barbecue sauce is a hickory and brown sugar sauce. And actually, to this sauce that I made for the pulled pork, it was mostly that sauce, and I added a little bit of honey and a little bit of hot sauce to it, and I added a little bit of a diet root beer to it as well. To give it just that little extra bit of sweetness and a little bit of extra juice. Because I saw my mom make pulled pork with a root beer once, and I was like, ooh, that's a good idea. But I know that some people much prefer the vinegar-based sauces, or the more like spicy tomato-based sauces. But me, I'm a sweet. I got a sweet tooth. I'm a sweet guy. Actually, you know what? Let me do something real quick. Bear with me. This won't take too long. Do do do. Custom commands. I'm all up in y'all's grill right now. There we go. Question of the day. Boom. I just know my barbecue sauce by one characteristic, and that's color. Fair, fair, fair. Looks fixed. What looks fixed? Ooh, you like a honey barbecue? Yeah, yeah. I'm a big fan of honey barbecue stuff. Honey barbecue, honey garlic, any sort of sweet. Love it. But also, Regria, what is it that looks fixed? I might have missed something. So by that characteristic, Rain, what color barbecue sauce are you a fan of? Red? Fair, fair. I know myself, I'm not a huge fan of a lot of Carolinian barbecue sauce because a lot of that sauce is vinegar based, and I think y'all know my stance on vinegar stuff. I am not a fan of it personally. But oh, hmm. Those were supposed to stay white. Okay. Well, we are going to see some erasure done here because I made a boo-boo. I made a mistake. This strip here and this strip up here were supposed to be white. So we gotta fix that as best as we can. They won't be pure white anymore, but we can get it as close as possible. We can also dress it up with some white. Red barbecue sauce tends to be smoky, but I guess it's a vinegar sauce. Well, some of them are some of the smoky ones are vinegar based, but some of them are just tomato based, without much vinegar in them. Like I don't mind if a sauce has a little bit of vinegar in it, but there's some very vinegary sauces that I'm just not a fan of. But that's fair enough. Yeah, smoky barbecue's nice too. Like a nice, mesquite. And there's like some smoky hickory sauces and all that. Very, very good. There we go. Okay. So we will need my white charcoal pencil. Yeah, hickory smoked? Yeah. Yeah, hickory's got a nice smokiness to it. Oh yeah, actually that white works out very well. I'm surprised, actually. I didn't think it would turn out that well. It's covering up my mistake real nice. Yeah. But yeah, I've been. I was mentioning on yesterday's stream, which was kind of shortened, but I've been kind of absent this weekend. Just I've been doing a lot of stuff with my girlfriend and with our friends. You know, because again, it was Canada Day weekend, so yeah, a lot of kind of like we went to a couple of concerts. Like I said, the brunch and the barbecue. Yesterday, I went down to my hometown. Unfortunately, my girlfriend had to work, so she couldn't come with me. But I went down to my hometown to see some family. We had a little Christmas in July get-together since we couldn't get together for actual Christmas the last couple of years for obvious reasons. So we had a little Christmas in July get-together, which was really, really nice to see family. You know. I unfortunately didn't have time to indulge in my favorite hometown treat of mine. Whenever I go back to my hometown, I like to stop at the Cone and Shake Shop and get myself a Reese's Flurry, which is like a Blizzard, but much, much better. But I didn't have time to do that. Hey, Millie, welcome in, welcome in. How are you? How are you? Elle, same with you. Your demon is late again. Hey, there's no such thing as late in my streams. Whenever you show up was the time that you were meant to show up. And I appreciate y'all showing up. How you doing, Elle? How you doing, Millie? Good to see y'all. We were just discussing barbecue, and if you indulge in barbecue sauces, which type of sauce is your favorite? My favorite is any kind of like sweet sauce. I meant to be here on time. I'm just saying, hey, you are here on time because guess what? We are here. So you are on time. No worries. It's good to see you. Also, Elle, I apologize. I didn't see your message on Twitter until like today. So, just be Gandalf. Exactly. Ooh, nice vacation. Very, very nice. Very nice. I hope you're having fun. That's very fun. That'll be me in 2 weeks. But very, very cool. I should probably figure out my stream schedule for when I'm on vacation, because I think I decided on July 22nd we're doing the charity stream, but I got to figure out what I'm doing for the rest of the 10 days that I'm on vacation. It's okay, you're just too late now. That's all right, but no need to apologize. I'm the one who didn't see it. The concert was good. I'm not a big fan of country. Like, the only country artist I really like is Johnny Cash. Not a big fan of country. Not a big fan of pop country. But I am a big fan of people who put on good shows. And both the people that we went to see put on really, really good shows. And I will go see any genre of music if the even if I don't particularly like the genre of music, if the performer puts on a good show, I'll enjoy myself. And both people put on good shows. So. Oh, you're in Sweden. Nice. One of my favorite streamers, Grey Cat GG, is from Sweden. So yeah, it is probably pretty late there now. Actually, I think it is, but that is your regular time. Fair enough. It's your regular time zone. Well, for you guys just joining now, Millie and L, and for anyone else who's just joining us, we are fixing midnight. Nice. Oh, he was baking cookies? Nice. Nice. We are fixing a mistake because I accidentally colored in a couple of areas that were supposed to be white with black charcoal, which is where a good eraser and a white charcoal pencil come in very handy. I'll come in close so y'all can see. Yeah. This area here and this area here, you could tell they're a little bit off color. And that's because I accidentally colored them in black. And they're supposed to be white. So I just erased them as much as I could and then went over them with the white charcoal pencil. And it came out, it turned out a lot better than I expected, actually. I thought it was going to be much, much harder to mask the mistake that I made, but it worked out. But thanks for asking how the concert went, El. It was really, really good. Millie, if you don't mind me asking, how long are you in Sweden? Because I feel like if I went to Sweden or if I went on vacation anywhere like outside of Canada, I feel like I wouldn't be there long enough. Like any set of days that I had set aside wouldn't feel like they were long enough. Yo, Bill, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. And as I've said before, Bill, I like that mindset. However, I make mistakes. I make big mistakes. But mistakes are fixable. Some life mistakes aren't fixable, but every mistake I make on here is fixable. 8 days total, I'll leave on Saturday, and yeah, too short for sure. Yeah. That sounds like a nice vacation, though. But how you doing, Bill? It's good to see you. I'm glad I've switched back to this playlist for a bit. Because I really, 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 really like this song. I'm going to have a messed up vacay. Oh, that's unfortunate. Why is that? Sorry to hear that. I got to go into work. When I log into work tomorrow, I got to fix. I accepted a meeting request for when I'm going to be on vacation. And it's like, oh, actually, I'm not going to be at that meeting. Sorry, everyone, but I won't actually be here. I will not be logging on for that meeting. I'm okay. Just got done doing some light woodworking outside. It was like 95 degrees Fahrenheit and stupidly humid, so I'm kind of swimming. I feel that. It's very chill. Good. The office manager quit last week, and I have to ask and announce my vacay a month in advance, and I want my vacay for the end of August. I see. Well, I hope they give it to you. Do you have a way to know what the last song playing was before this? It sounded super familiar, but I can't quite play it. Actually, I'll just look on the on YouTube, because I've just got this playing off of YouTube. So the one playing right now is Kupla, Owls of the Night. The one previous was Purple Cat, Alone Time. And the one before that was Blunt One, Reflections. all just free lo-fi hip-hop songs that are available on YouTube, royalty free, copyright free. Okay, so I'm not going to color this in yet because there's a high chance that I'll smear upwards while I'm working on here. So, I'm going to sharpen my pencil. There it is. But yeah, I was mentioning earlier that while thankfully I don't have any like chronic wrist or hand or arm issues, because I'm not used to drawing straight up and down here, and I don't have a setup that allows me to draw on a flat surface like I usually do. The drawing streams will tend to be a little bit shorter, just because I'm not used to drawing like this. I'm used to painting like this, but it's a different motion, right? So, none of those are creators I'm familiar with, so I'm guessing it's just something that sounded kind of similar to some old trip hop that I used to listen to. Fair enough, fair enough. The bad thing is that apparently we won't have an office manager until the end of July. You gotta love it when places don't replace people quickly, or as quick as they could. That's a shame. Hopefully that doesn't mess up your vacation plans. I'm hoping it doesn't, because we're all entitled to some time off, you know. So we'll just do that, and then we'll blend that out. I already smudged this. Can you contact the next highest person? Yeah, that's a good question. Last year, my law office was having a conniption about my vacay because of how long it was. That's that's such a shame. Such a shame. The next highest person is the boss. I see. So we're just kind of freehanding this one. I think what I might do when I'm, well, as stated, it's pretty late, so I'll be heading out. Take care, everyone. Well, Millie, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your vacation, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. Thanks for dropping in and saying hello. Hope you all have I hope you have a good one. I hope you have a good night. And, yeah, thanks again for dropping in. You need a drafting table? Yeah, actually, it's funny because I usually draw on my kitchen table, but yeah, a drafting table would be nice. Drafting table would be nice. Yeah, Millie, I hope you get some good rest and you have a fun rest of your vacation. for my vacation, I think either on the way, actually it'll be on the way back, because it's going to be very early in the morning when I'm on my way down to my hometown, because I'm spending the first 5 days of my vacation in my hometown, and then the next 6 days, I mean, because it's 10 days, but technically it's 11, just the way it all breaks down. The next 6, I'm going to be back here in my the city I live in now, at our house, well, our apartment. But during some of that time, on the way back up, I think I'm going to stop at Western University and just hang out there for a minute. I don't know anyone there anymore, other than some professors, but I don't really have contact with them anymore. I only really did when I was a student. But I've been feeling nostalgic about Western a little bit lately. I think it's because, like, you know, this is 10 years. I mean, I was supposed to graduate in 2012 because all of my friends graduated in 2012. I didn't graduate till 2014, but I left school the first time in 2012. So it's been 10 years, and I'm just feeling kind of nostalgic about it, I guess. Bye-bye. I was at a sale the other day for a construction company that's moving offices, and they were getting rid of these super cool full-size drafting desks from the 70s. They were so oh, nice. Nice. That sounds really cool. See, I definitely would have picked one of those up if I was there. But alas, I am not. There's no one getting rid of old school drafting tables here. Unfortunately. Okay, so this is going to be a lot of shading. So... Actually, you know what? In all honesty, like, I'm nostalgic about school, but I've long said that I didn't have a great experience on the academic side, right? I got pretty disillusioned with school. What I had fun with was the friends that I made. So I think obviously, like, I'm nostalgic about the school, but I think really what it is I miss my friends, because I haven't seen a lot of them in a while. Like, I see my one friend from school who lives around me, pretty close to me. Like, we get together for lunch every once and again. But the other friends that I had at school that I stayed the closest with, like, I haven't seen them in a very long time. Well, I mean, I went to one of the friends, I went to their baby shower like a couple of weeks ago. But I'm talking about, like, some of the other friends that I made. I haven't seen them in a very long time. So I miss them. Alas, I have neither the space nor the use for them, but still kind of lustful. That's fair. That's fair. Need to redo my claws. Think I'm going with black again, because yikes with the state of shit lately. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Hey, Wolfie, welcome in. Welcome in. How are you? How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. We're just doing some charcoal drawing today. But how have you been? How have you been? Yeah, I think when it comes down to it, I certainly don't miss the school work. I don't miss classes and all that. But I think I miss my friends. Yo, Trip, welcome in. Good morning, good morning. Not too bad, just really tired today. I need to do homework. How about you? How are you? Good, good. I'm tired as well, because this weekend past was a very busy one, but in a good way. But yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Reverend Dr. Typo. You know, it's a reference to Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. So by visiting the school, what I mean is I'll probably just go up and just walk around campus for a while. You know, see if I can get into any of the buildings and kind of reminisce a little bit. You know. Since again, like I don't know anybody at Western anymore. Professors or students alike. You know. So. I've known a few Reverend Doctors in my day. No offense to Tripp, but I would not put him in the same category as Dr. King intentionally. Fair. I thought it was a nice touching tribute, but I guess not. I made a play. This is how nostalgic I've been getting. I made a playlist on my phone of songs that take me back to university, which is basically just a collection of songs that remind me of specific moments of being in university. And it's not all of them. It's just the particular ones that I happen to have on my phone. Because I've got a lot of music on my phone, but a lot of it I discovered before university. Some of it a lot of it I discovered afterwards. You know. But it's a pretty, I mean, it's not the most sizable playlist, but it's I'm working on it. So, none taken. I would never compare myself to the great Dr. King. I just like giving Tripp fun titles. Something about Dr. Typo or Bishop Typo just amuses the shit. I mean, hey, that's fair. That is fair. That is fair. If nothing else in this life, you have to amuse yourself. Because life is way too short and way too long to not be at least amusing to yourself. Okay. I missed part of what you said, Soul. A playlist that reminds you of what? Oh, a playlist of songs that take me back to university. A lot of it is songs that I discovered in university. For instance, Shades of Scarlet Conquering. A bunch of songs by Joni Mitchell, actually. Shades of Scarlet Conquering. Edith and the Kingpin. The Boho Dance. The Last Time I Saw Richard. There's some Commodores on there, because I was in the first year of university when I first heard their album Moving On. Because I'd heard the song Sweet Love off that album, because Sweet Love was a hit. But I had never heard the rest of the album, so the first time I heard Hold On was in university. The extended version of their song Funny Feelings I heard for the first time in university, so that's on the playlist. The Jeffrey Osborne song Let Me Know. A lot of the songs off the soundtrack to Mega Man 5, because it was university, first year university, that I first discovered an online NES emulator. And the first game that I tried on there was, of course, Super Mario Brothers 3. But then the second one was because I had seen Nintendo Capri Sun playing some... Nintendo Capri Sun was playing some Mega Man games, and they looked interesting, so I found Mega Man 5 on there, and I tried it, and it turns out Mega Man 5 is very, very hard to play with a keyboard. Very difficult to play with a keyboard. So I gave up on it, but the songs I really liked. You know? So yeah, it's a playlist of just songs that take me back to university. There's some that I don't have, that I have to put on there eventually. NCS is such a classic LP. I'm so glad that he's got his health under control now, because he was sounding really rough for a long, long time. But now he sounds like he's back to his old self, which is always, it's really good to hear, you know. It's so cute. Well, thank you. Thank you. Also, yeah, Wolfie, that is the truth. Life is too short and too long to take yourself too seriously. You got to be able to laugh at yourself. Lurking, we're leaving for the pool soon. Leaving the pool soon. Oh, nice. Ah, man. Pools are nice. Pools are nice when other people have pools and you can go visit their pool. I've had to maintain a pool for a couple of weeks. One of my aunts. And of course, the last day that I was taken care of, it turned green. Of course. The day that they were coming home. But, yeah. But thank you for the lurk, Redry. I do appreciate it. I'll give you a preemptive. I always feel like somebody's watching me. That also goes for Reezy too, who's working and lurking. I went through a Joni Mitchell phase in college too. Yeah, mine was actually because I found an album of hers, an album cover in a book called I think it's 100 Great Album Covers or something like that. And it had that album in it, The Hissing of Summer Lawns. And I found an online review by these guys. It's Wilson and Alroy's Record Reviews online, and they said that song Shades of Scarlet Conquering had really haunting strings. And I'll never forget, one night I went down to the CAF area and got myself a Turtles ice cream cone thing, even though I don't like turtles, but I did like the caramel in it, right? I'm not a big fan of nuts, so I would kind of eat around them and eat the ice cream and then have the caramel in the center. Anyway, none of that is important. What's important was I came back up and I remembered that I liked that song, so I looked it up on YouTube, and the strings in it are very haunting, very, very haunting. And it's a gorgeous song. It's an amazing song. But yeah, they don't know what Turtles in America. Turtles aren't in America? Really? I didn't know that. Turtles are basically chocolate, caramel, and some kind of nut in the shape of kind of like a turtle. Joni Mitchell was on my tapes I had as a tiny human. My auntie made me mixtapes before I was born and listened to them all the time as a kid. Oh, nice. My mom has a pool. She's 5 minutes away, and this is acceptable because if I'm dying, I can go there. Nice. I like that. Because I know what it is to die of heat. I know what you mean. But yeah, I guess Joni Mitchell was an important phase in a lot of people's lives then, which is nice. She makes amazing music. She and Stevie Wonder are among the two greatest songs. Actually, you know what? I would put Stevie Wonder, Joni Mitchell, and honestly, I may be a stan, but I don't care, Kendrick Lamar, in terms of some of the three greatest songwriters I've ever listened to personally. Oh, you're working and lurking too, Wolfie. Well, I always feel like somebody's watching me. In a half shell? Turtle power, yes. What's important is chocolate and caramel. Definitely. Oh, you do have turtles in America. Okay. Caramel, chocolate, and peanuts. Yeah. See, I love peanut butter, but I don't like peanuts. Yeah, we got turtles in the States. Ah, okay. Oh, then I'm mixing that up with a toffee. Ah. You're doing homework. Okay. The struggle is real. We're doing isometric sectors. That's right. You had mentioned that before, and you had shared some. So, if you have anything else to share in the chat, Wolfie, feel free. And that goes to anybody who's doing any sort of art stuff. Feel free to share it in the chat. I love seeing what other people are working on. Speaking of, I should probably get back to working on this. But it's important to catch up on chat, you know. See what all you fine people are doing. See what y'all are talking about. Yes, share. I cannot art right now, so let me see. Oh, that's too bad. I hope that's just a temporary thing, El. Sure, I can grab a screenshot. Still filling stuff out. Oh yeah, no, take your time. Take your time. We're gonna be here for another half hour or so. I may be a basic bitch with regard to Stevie Wonder, but I have to say that the opening riff of Superstition is the funkiest moment in all of music history. I mean, it's up there, isn't it? It's up there, isn't it? He had like so many clavinet multi-tracks on that track. Like, it's just, oh, so good. So good. No, Stevie's amazing. Oh, you messed up your wrist arting too much. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Ooh, cool. Shared something. Let's look this up. Ooh, look at that. Okay, I gotta bring this over here. For those of you who can't open the link, look at that. That is gorgeous. Very well done. Very well done. I'm very impressed. What I just showed there, like if you have a chance to see that by clicking on the link, you should, because what I just showed doesn't do it justice. Very, very nice work. So the other night, I decided, speaking of songwriters, and because I mentioned Kendrick Lamar, I decided to go for a run the other night. So I go out to the track, and then I decide, no, you know what? The night that Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers dropped, I went for a walk in that area, just around the neighborhood, to listen to it for the first time. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to put that album on, and I'm going to run the route that I walked that night. Thinking, because I mean, it's all surface streets, right? So it's not as flat as a track is going to be. So there's going to be hills and all that, because the city we live in is fairly hilly. So there's a lot of hills. And I'm not particularly great at running hills, but I figured it'd be good practice. So I was running this path, this path that I went, and thinking that night I walked 5 kilometers. Right? It's like I'll do a 5K. You know. It turns out that, not counting the elevation changes with all these hills, the path that I walked was actually closer to 8K. Like, it was pretty close to 8K. And I was not prepared to run an 8K with a whole bunch of hills. So I was dying. It's like a fairy layer type thing. That's definitely the impression I get from it. Very, very nice. That really came across. Yo, Ellipse, well, welcome in, and thank you for lurking. Thank you for lurking. I do appreciate it. I'll give you the lurk song. I always feel like somebody's watching me. But thank you for the lurkage. I do appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. Also, I think actually we'll go about 10 more minutes, because it's starting to get to me a little bit. So we didn't get as much done as I wanted, but That's okay. We can do this next time too. How's the picture coming along? It's good. It's good. It's coming slowly but surely. Got to check on roommate. Just heard him get up. Be right back. Hey, no problem. No problem. But yeah, Ellipse, it's coming. It's getting there. It is slowly but surely getting there. Thank you for asking. Hey, Bristlетime, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. I also love the name. Bristletime, I like that. I like that. But welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Very much appreciated. I hope you enjoy your stay. We try to keep things pretty chill here. At least things will be chill here until I start playing Celeste. Then y'all are gonna hear me say some words that you probably wouldn't expect to come out of my mouth. Roommate not dead. I've returned. Good. I'm glad they're not dead. Swear, soul. That's me in League. I swear like a sailor. Fair. You see, the thing with playing Celeste is it makes me swear a lot, but the entire time I'm swearing at myself because Celeste. And this is what I hate about Celeste. Celeste is a very fair game. It's almost too fair. Because every time you mess up in Celeste, it's because you did something wrong. It's not the game messing up. It's not the physics not doing what they're supposed to. It's because you messed up. And that frustrates me. Because really, I'm swearing at myself. You know. But I love Celeste. I love Celeste. When I played Isaac, that's how I felt. Isaac is hard as balls. That's fair. That's fair. I've never played Isaac. I've seen it played. But I've never played it myself. But yeah. Yeah, very little RNG in Celeste. Exactly. Like, it's all like, oh, you missed that jump and fell into that pit for the 6,000th time? That's just because you're not good, man. You just got to get better. But, I mean, the game is worth it, but man, oh man. If I don't cuss a little bit more than I usually do playing it. It's either swearing at myself or my teammates being around looking clueless. Fair. Alright, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish this stick. And then and I'll fill in the rest of this. And then the next time we get together. Oh! Hello, Bristlетime. I hate a cereal. My bane. A cereal. Is that I can't say I've ever heard that before. Celeste is very fair and I'm trash at that game. Well, the nice thing about Celeste 2 is it doesn't punish you for not being good at the game, which I like. I think it's a character. Oh, okay, fair enough. As I mentioned earlier, it's about 35 degrees Celsius and 98% humidity, so I'm going to lurk and grab a shower. Hey, no problem, Bill. We're probably going to raid out in a couple of minutes anyway. So no problem. Thank you for the lurk, and I appreciate you you sticking with us. And like Elle said, enjoy the clean. Also, I always feel like somebody's watching me. Soul, I started another Mother 3 playthrough. Always get sucked into the story. Yeah. That's what that game is the best for. Is just getting sucked into the story. Soul's not a true gamer. It's never the gamer's fault. It's always anything else. I am not a true gamer, that is true. A chilly shower? Yo, low-key, cold showers, when the time is right, cold showers are legit, like, an otherworldly experience. Cold showers in the dark. Because I've also taken a shower with the lights off, like a cold shower in the dark, and it's a revelatory experience. Like, it's amazing. Damn controller, game cheated. That's bad design. Chat distracted me. Yeah. If you're done before I'm back, have a great day and night, everyone. Thank you, Bill. And yes, enjoy the lurk. Ezreal, my bad. Oh, no worries. No worries at all. What is it that you don't particularly like about Ezreal? What makes it your bane? I'm with you. Cold shower in the dark is a whole ass experience. Yeah. Yes, it is. Okay. We're going to lift some of this charcoal here, make this edge a little bit darker to give the impression of roundness. Yo, Grey Cat. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. How are you doing today? Oh, you have to port and shoot opposite of my mouth. Ah, okay. That would do it. I feel that. You mean easy in League? Fair. But welcome in, Raiders. A double soul. But welcome in, Raiders. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Soul Commodore. I almost forgot my own name. I am an art streamer. I also play video games from time to time. Right now we're playing Paper Mario on Tuesdays and Breath of the Wild on the weekends. But welcome in. Grey Cat, how was your stream? Also, let's get a shout out in here. Grey Cat GG. GG indeed. I hope you had a good stream, man. Elle was saying earlier that you were baking a little bit. But yeah, if y'all want a really cool dude, a really chill streamer, and a really nice community, and you also have a penchant for some indie horror, some other horror games like more mainstream horror, some walkabouts in some beautiful landscapes, and some Jump King and some other games that are outside of the horror purview, you should go check out Grey Cat. Very cool dude. Always enjoy my time in a Grey Cat streams. I almost said screams. I do quite enjoy Grey Cat screams when he gets jump scared. Those are also fun. Oh, you like playing easy? Okay, fair. I always forget the order of my names. Hello, my name is Laia Lurian. And my screen name is pronounced Gage. Wait. Yeah. But Grey Cat, thank you. Thank you very much for the raid. I really do appreciate it. In honor of that, we're going to go about 15 more minutes. We're going to go to 7:30. We're going to go to 7:30. Get more of this done. But Bristle Time and Wolfie, I've never actually played League. I've never played League. I've never played League. I've never played any game in that genre, to be honest with you. I think my younger brother played League for a little bit. Stream was good. Cookies turned out really nice. Nice. Excellent. I'm glad to hear it. It's always a delight when your baking turns out the way you want it to. Because sometimes it does not, you know. Speaking from personal experience. What kind of cookies were they? I'm a support / ADC / mid main. I like Nico a lot and Rengar. Nice. Paintings come along nice. Thank you. I appreciate it. I think by this time Thursday, we'll be done with the entirety of the figures and we can start working on the background. At least that's my hope. You're not missing much not having played. Fair enough. Nami, Thresh, Morgana, Jinx, Callista. There's a couple. Nice. I don't really know what those characters are or what they do within the context of the game, but I always enjoy hearing and seeing other people discuss stuff that they know well and that they have an interest in. Like, a lot of people don't like that for some reason. And by a lot, I don't mean most people, but a lot of people I've seen like online hate it when people are having a conversation about stuff that they don't know, but I love it. Because I get, it's a chance to like learn stuff, you know? You played League of Legends for 11 years. Nice. Vanilla with cranberries and another batch with blueberries. Ooh. Very cool. Here's another question of the day for chat, because we started with barbecue sauces. What's y'all's favorite type of cookie? Personally, my mom's recipe for chocolate chip cookies / her recipe for peanut butter cookies. Those are my favorite cookies. Snickerdoodles are good. Like, I'm not a huge fan of coconut, but within the context of a snickerdoodle, they're good. Unless there aren't coconuts in snickerdoodles, in which case I'm thinking of another cookie. Oreos are also good. Oatmeal raisin is also very good, especially with a little bit of cinnamon on it. Ooh. I have the greatest oatmeal recipe, because it's just regular instant oatmeal with like a little bit of brown sugar and a little bit of cinnamon and raisins. Tastes just like cinnamon oatmeal raisin cookie dough. Exactly like it. I usually get called a heathen for that from the chocolate chip crowd. I actually go the opposite way. Like, if I bite into what I think is an oatmeal raisin cookie and I get chocolate chips, because chocolate chip and oatmeal doesn't really come together that well for me, right? I much prefer the raisin. I forgot what they're called, but the ones with the raspberry circle and stuff. Oh, yes. My grandmother on my mom's side used to get those cookies all the time. I ate so many of those when I was a kid. Yeah, those are good too. But I know exactly what the ones you're talking about. But yeah, no, my mom had a really bomb ass oatmeal raisin cookie recipe as well. But for an old standard, I have to say, I mean, it may be basic, but my mom's recipe for chocolate chip cookies, which I have, and my sister has, like, my sister gave it to me. But yeah, chocolate chip cookies, man. My mom, whenever she would make cookies, she would get so mad because her recipe called for like 40 cookies. And by the time we were done, she'd end up with like 24. And she'd like, why you guys, because the dough was so good. So we would just like sneak into the kitchen, eat the dough, and then leave. And she'd be like, I only got 24 cookies. It's like, well, sorry. Oh, I love them. They're called Hallengrotta in Sweden. Don't know the English name. Literally raspberry cave. There are these cinnamon cookies with raspberry jam that my mom and I would make around the holidays, but I don't know what they're called. They're little sandwich cookies and very labor intensive. That sounds labor intensive. I like snickerdoodles because the name has a good mouthfeel. That is fair. That is fair. Let me see if I can find the name of those raspberry circle center cookie. Ah, wait. Are those the ones? Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, they're the jelly-filled... Hold on. Excuse my mouth being all in your face. Okay, so there's not like an official name for them. The store-bought name for them is sort of like Delights, like Cream Delights, Fruit Cream Delights. They're also called, colloquially, they're called thumbprint cookies. Yeah. There's not like an official name. At least from what I can find. They're also some are called Linzer cookies. Yeah. I'm finding raspberry thumbprint cookies. Yeah. I was gonna say thumbprint cookies, but we always made ours with cherries. Fair. Also, let me see if I got the snickerdoodle right. Oh no, snickerdoodles are not the ones with snickerdoodles are the cinnamon ones. They're not the coconut ones. I was gonna say, because I'm not a fan of coconut, but there is one cookie in which I can actually stand the coconut, but it's not snickerdoodles. I'm sure I've heard another name for them before. Fair. Oh, you're allergic to coconut. Okay, Eld, yeah, those are the ones I found too. Yeah. So, fun fact, I don't like coconut because when I was in grade 2, my teacher would have a contest in class where you had to guess the number of candies or chocolates in a jar, right? And the one that I won was a jar full of these like coconut, like chocolate covered coconut candies, right? Which I really enjoyed when I was in grade 2. Really enjoyed it. Me and my younger brother like mowed down on those things. Unfortunately, that night, my younger brother and I, were hit with what I can only describe as like a 24-hour stomach bug, where we threw up just about every hour on the hour for like half the like probably for like 10 hours. It was miserable. And my dad didn't have any of those things, and my dad also wasn't feeling well, so we think we got like food poisoning from something else, or whatever it is that was causing that. Whatever, if it was a virus or if it was just like, you know, something we ate. It wasn't the candies themselves, but every single time I threw up, all I could taste was coconut. So as a result, I cannot stand coconut now, except in the context of that one cookie that has a coconut in it. But outside of that, I can't stand coconut because of that very, very, very long night when I was in grade 2. Okay, see, I had too much coconut at one point and got super sick. Now instead of saying I hate coconut, it makes me hurl. I just say I'm allergic. Fair. That's fair. That is fair enough. Because I think saying you're allergic is a little easier than, you know, having to explain that story over and over again. That sounds like a rough time for sure. I love me some coconut though. Yeah, it's the only food that I... Actually, that's not true. There is another food that I will never eat again, and that's rice milk. And I'll never have rice milk again because when I was a kid, again, I think I was in like grade 3 or 4, I got allergy tests done. And as a result, one of the things they test you for is milk. And as a result, I couldn't have any regular milk. So we got rice milk as a substitute, and that was the most disgusting shit I have ever tasted. I mean, not really. I've tasted more disgusting things, but at the time, rice milk was the worst thing I'd ever tasted. And my cereal of the choice at the time was Cheerios, right? Because with Cheerios, you could dump a bunch of sugar in it, and I was hoping that that would cut kind of the flavor of rice milk, and it didn't. And for the longest time, even with regular milk, when I would eat Cheerios, I would taste the rice milk. So I almost had to give up Cheerios. Thankfully, I don't have to anymore. I love Cheerios now, but having to explain that I binged on coconut and maraschino cherries while my gran was baking, yeah, no. I'm allergic to so much shit, but people still try to make me eat it. A little bit won't kill you. My dude, yeah, no, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Like, honestly, it's ridiculous when someone says they don't like something, whether they're allergic or not. Like, when someone says they're allergic to something, you should just believe them. When someone says that they don't like something, you shouldn't make them try it. Like, I'm going to level with all of you. I've had so much of these two things, and I've determined that I don't like either of them. And this includes from my own mother. And my mother was the best cook that I've ever, like, I loved everything she made, except for these two things, right? And it's just because I do not have the taste for them. And that is homemade mac and cheese and homemade Rice Krispie Squares. I don't like either of those. I've tried so many different variations of homemade mac and cheese and homemade Rice Krispie Squares, and I've never liked any single one of them. But people always insist, oh no, you haven't tried mine. Are your Rice Krispies made out of Rice Krispies, marshmallow, and sugar? Yeah? I'm not gonna like it. Oh, did you put little chocolate chips on top? I'm not gonna like it. Your mac and cheese, is it macaroni that you boiled yourself and a bunch of cheese that you put in it? Yeah, I'm not gonna like it. Like, I'm sorry, I'm just not going to. I'm not going to like it. Which is funny because I love pasta and I love cheese, but something about homemade mac and cheese just does not sit well with me. I like Kraft Dinner. I didn't like Kraft Dinner for the longest time because we ate it a lot when I was a kid because it was cheap. But I've come around on it again, and I like Kraft Dinner, but I don't like homemade mac and cheese. I like store-bought Rice Krispie Squares, but even that, like, I can only have so many of them, and I'm like, that's enough. I don't like homemade Rice Krispie squares. I know, right? Too bad so many people like that are my aunts and uncles. Yeah, that's a shame. That's a shame. Now I want both of those because I'm perma 4. We can't be friends anymore, so oh no, Trip. Who knew? Who knew the breakup of our friendship would be my distaste for homemade mac and cheese? Might be a texture thing? Maybe. I think it's more of a taste thing. Because, like, you can make any other type of pasta and I'll probably enjoy it. But just homemade mac and cheese for some reason. And the Rice Krispie squares, like the homemade Rice Krispie squares, I think it's because they don't put enough sugar in it with the homemade ones. Because I'm a sugar guy, as been well documented. You hate the store-bought Rice Krispie squares? Well, that's fair. That's fair. But hey, if people don't like something, and they say that they don't like something, believe them. And if they say that they're allergic to something, double believe them. And don't try to force them to eat it. You know? Alfredo and pasta is just mac and cheese for adults. See, I like that. I like that. Okay. So, we didn't get the entirety of this player's head done, and we didn't get the stick done, but we got all of this done, and we recovered from the mistake I made. So, because I colored all this in black when it shouldn't have been, so we're good. I don't enjoy KD either, but homemade mac and cheese, I fuck with indefinitely. Well, oh, you can't stand store-bought chili? That's fair. That's fair. That is fair enough. Reezy can have all the homemade mac and cheese that I won't eat. Because I only really dig KD when we're talking mac and cheese. I have the dumbest story about chili, but I don't think I have time for it. I mean, you can tell it. I'm gonna look for someone to raid, and I will wait until your story is over before we actually raid out. So feel free to tell the story, Elle. In the meantime, I would like to thank all of you for coming in and sharing your time with me again as we're working on this drawing. We will get back to painting soon. As soon as this drawing is done, we will get back to the painting. But I do really appreciate all y'all. And let me run through my thank yous. Grey Cat, once again, thank you for the raid. Really do appreciate you bringing your community in here. Oh, Nataki. Key followed earlier today. It wasn't on stream, but thank you, Key, if you're in. And Bristlетime, thank you for the follow as well. Really, very much appreciated. It's very nice meeting you. I love that. Soul and I are opposite. Okay, then. My dad loves chili but hates spicy things, so he asked me to make chili without any spices. I was like, that is tomato soup, sir. That's true. That's just tomato soup. There's a drawback to saying you're allergic to things when people pester you into trying something you don't like. When you eat something of theirs that contains the thing you said you were allergic to, they think you're lying. Oh, that's fair. Oh, no. My apologies if y'all just had to sit through an ad. He got very whiny about it because he's very whiny, so I was like, okay, sure, I'll make your gross tomato soup. It took me all day to make sad tomato soup. That's such a shame. That is such a shame. I'm gonna put this in terms of like the spiceless chili that everyone's talking about. One of my aunts. Here, I'm just gonna type it in the chat, but I will tell this story. One of my aunts is very health conscious, which is good. But she would make Kool-Aid without any sugar in it. When it was done, he had a bite and told me it was the worst chili he'd ever had. Who is this man? What? Who? Why? Why? I was very close to punching my father's teeth in, not the first time and not the last. Yeah. Also, yeah, she's very health conscious, which is good for her, but also, like, why would you make Kool-Aid without... Just drink water. Just drink water. Okay, so, well, thank you for sharing your story, Elle, with the food stuff that makes no sense whatsoever. Like, your dad's crazy. Your dad's nuts. My goodness. But thank you all again for coming in. I really do appreciate all of y'all. Let's go find somebody to raid, shall we? Twitch.tv. Is Naomi almost done? Well, she's been going for like 4 hours or whatever, but we'll still raid her. And then if she raids out, that's perfectly okay. Because you're allowed to do that. Angel, welcome in. Thank you for lurking. I hope you had a good lurk, and thank you for the kind words. I always feel like somebody's watching me. It's a belated lurk song, but thank you. So we're gonna go say hello to It's Naomi Art. We've raided over there a couple times before. She might be finishing up, but that's okay, because she'll just probably raid out to someone else who's very, very cool, you know? So we'll do that. But thank you all for coming in again. I really do appreciate all of you, like truly. I will find it in just a second. I will, what was I saying? Oh, we will be together tomorrow at 6 p.m. We're going to be playing some more Paper Mario, which if y'all want to see me get jazzed about a game, you'll want to tune into that stream. I'll be playing some Paper Mario tomorrow. Your face is very, very cool. But yeah, thank you all again for being here. We will get back to this on Thursday. But yeah, tomorrow we're going to be playing some Paper Mario. So hopefully you all can join us. And yeah, let's go say hello to Naomi, shall we? All right, have a good one, everyone. Actually, let me say thank you to Reezy. There we go. Because she can't hear. So yeah, hopefully we'll see you all tomorrow for some Paper Mario. And if not, we will see you all in the next one. And hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night. And I'll give some more details about the charity stream tomorrow, because I'm going to have some things finalized. So tune in for that. All right. Bye, everybody.